Verily, verily, verily I say unto you, that the whole world worketh in the dark deeds of men, and all men that walk on this earth walk never knowing that they were lost, and they were lost in an evil they could not see. And because the eye of man had not been given the eye of the Spirit, man could not see the things of God that are sacred and divine. Everywhere that man walked on earth, he was an ingrate to the earth, for he did not know that the earth is both his mother and his father, and the earth yielded up everything of itself to man, and it provided everything that man needed. And everywhere man dwells on earth, he learned not the way to honor earth, for he forsook the sacred ways that were given to him, and he followed the wayward ways of his own evil. The earth could not yield up to man its own sacred secrets, and when man did not know that his whole life was but an illusion, he had not known that he needed earth to enable him to acquire wisdom so that he may understand the way of all things. And man has no wisdom, and without wisdom he lacks the understanding of everything that he was given to see and to know. For wherever he dwells on earth, he does not know that all that he is, all that he receives, all that he is able to do, all comes from the earth in which he dwells. No man could have known how in every part of earth man speaks his many different tongues, has his many different customs, does things in his different ways, thinks in different paradigms. No man has ever asked himself, how is all this possible? Where from have we learned to speak the way we speak and to do the things we do in different ways? And man could not have given himself these things because he is merely a projection of something greater than himself. And in every way that man did not wait, so that your God could teach man how to know the things that are hidden from him, he could not have discovered the truth. And the truth is that earth is both his mother and his father creator gods. These things were not known to man. They couldn't have been known to man because man came into this world, saw the seen things of the world, and pursued every seen thing that he saw because he didn't wait to be taught why they were there, what purpose they serve God, and what purpose they would serve him. And so God knew why God said, "You have all gone the wrong way. You have all gone the wayward way." These seen things are merely projected manifestations of that which was yet to be known. And because man did not wait for your God to teach man how to know the sacred and divine mysteries of God in all things, man was always in the dark of everything that he was given to see and to know. This whole world is in darkness. And the darkness that is of the world is the way in which God has shown man that everything that came forth from him worked against the divine order of the world. And as such, it destroyed and continues to destroy man and all that which man has done. And man had no way of understanding why your God told man, "What will it profit you to go after all these things and claim them, and to find that all of it becomes nothing and you become nothing in the end?" Your father and your mother spoke to every generation that came to dwell on earth, and there was none who ever understood the things that God had given to be known in all the ways that God pointed man in the direction in which he could understand that there is a greatness that exists in the world that is beyond the comprehension of man. And that if man had waited for your God to teach man these things, man would have come to the true knowledge of himself and the way in which God exists as everything that exists. Everything that exists has God, with no exception. With no exception. Every medication, every vaccine, whatever it is, it has God in it. However it works, that is the way God works in it. And God kept showing man that he did not know why God told man that God is the all in all. Nothing can exist, nothing will ever exist except it has God in it. And when anything has God in it, there are many possibilities in which it can work because God is in it. And man always went saying, I did this, I produced this, I produced that, I made this, I made that. And God looked at man and asked man, so you made yourself, and as God, you made everything else. And man did not understand God. Man can do nothing. Man can be nothing except God is within man. And so man had no way of understanding why it is that he is forever lost and he has never discovered the truth. Because your God did not share with man the sacred mysteries of all creation. Man is at war with man. The governments are at war with its peoples. And everywhere that we show them how the wars are fought, they still do not see why God told them there will be wars and there will be rumors of wars. And you say to them, look around you. Whatever you see occurs in any part of this earth, in any land, it is the same thing that is repeated in other parts of the world. These are the ways God called them rumors, because they go from one to the other and they go everywhere. And so the war that is in the world now is the war that God showed them comes from the spiritual wickedness that have been practiced in high places. And because the many of this world lack wisdom, they do not understand what it is that they are shown. That the wars that God spoke about these are the ways that they have begun. And man cannot see that in every way he is held prisoner. He is a prisoner of a war of spiritual wickedness. Teach these things and teach our children that God has come to deliver them from this type of bondage. Teach our children that the time has come when the promised salvation of God to them has come. And let them know that in every way that the wars have begun, God's sacred armor is upon them. They must believe in the armor of God and know with God's armor, nothing and no one can touch them. So that in every way their faith must be well founded in your God. Let them know that all that they need and all they would ever need is the armor of God's protection around them. These things they must know, for in every way we spoke, we told them, place not thy trust in man, but in thy God. And the children too went a wayward way, and they placed their trust in man and not in God. They must turn away from these ways. They must return back to the true worship of their God. They must let their belief be well founded in your Father and your Mother God. And they must stand firm in the conviction that God and God alone is the supreme power that rules this entire earth. God and God alone is the supreme power that rules this entire earth. God gave it unto you to speak, teach, and preach, and to continue in the missions that we have given to you, that the children of God may find a way to overcome the evil of an evil world. Let the children know that in all the ways that God is and always will be in charge of God's world, that God has given unto them the blessed assurance that God will protect them from the harm and danger that this war is bringing upon mankind.